No to exams concept is envisioned to prepare work-ready graduates without the hassle and stress of taking year-end high-stakes exam. This short video calls out for a discussion and collaboration. Examples used here is for a dental undergraduate curriculum. I am Shaju, a lecturer for more than 20 years. My stint as program director changed the view about students and their abilities to learn. Let's try to define examinations and assessments. Examinations are a form of assessments, formal, set at a point of time, done under control conditions and usually timed. The purpose of an examination is to determine how well a person has mastered a specific set of skills or knowledge. Assessments refers to the process of gathering information about a person's abilities, skills and knowledge, or in short, to assess the learning. It is a systematic and ongoing process of gathering, analyzing and interpreting information about a student's learning and development. Authentic is used only for assessments, not for examinations. Authentic assessment evaluates a student's ability to demonstrate understanding of core learning objectives in a real-world context. It demands judgment to determine what information and skills are relevant and how they should be used. Authentic assessments often focus on messy, complex real-world situations and their accompanying constraints. They can involve a real-world audience of stakeholders or clients as well. Let's pause for a while and reflect if we use examinations or assessments in the curriculum. In which form are we objectively measuring the student's learning? Why need assessments? Many articles I read used assessments and examinations interchangeably. In the popular book by Dents and Hardens on medical education, it is stated, assessment is a key component of the curriculum. The significant effect that examinations have on student learning is well documented. So, for the question here, why need assessments? AME Guide 57 states that assessments define the quality of students and curriculum towards achieving the set learning goals. Assessment steer the learning and behavior of students and staff. So why need examinations? Exams give objective proof to the regulator and certifying bodies. These bodies are answerable to the society where the student will serve in future. This call for no examinations is not new. Shepard in 1992 outlined the discordance between instruction towards achieving learning aims and the examination practices to assess this achievement. I am not going to the argument that exams are stressful and hence need to be done away with. My argument is on the redundancy of the formal examination when we have better ways to assess the learning of our students. My argument should also address the needs that the present educational system uses the examinations for, that is, quality assurance to the society. The current system views instruction, learning and examination as distinct entities. They are aligned of course, but are treated separate to be objective and reliable, especially the examination. This explains why we have a 2 or 3 days of intense exam using various forms of assessment methods. This came from the social efficiency curriculum that mandated no wastages. Hence, we have standardized tests. Standardized tests also ensures fairness. However, standardized tests does not evaluate learning that is personal and varies. The learning goals can be same for all students in a curriculum, but learning process and paths are different. Assessment should evaluate the learning and provide avenues for improvement to achieve or surpass the learning goals. Can assessments do that? Are examinations doing this? What should assessments do? Assessment should assess learning real time. It should identify the gaps and the learning required to reach the goal. The goal can be for the lesson, course, or program at large. It should be ongoing, not only at specific time points, but real time and connected with previous assessments. More importantly, to ensure patient safety and society assurance, the assessment should be valid, reliable, and authentic. it should stand the scrutiny of the court when challenged. How do I see a curriculum with no formal intense exams? Only assessments. The curriculum contains a myriad of different assessment data points that informs the school and the student on the learning achieved in a student. These data points are generated as and when learning occurs. These data points are what determines the student's progression to the next level or to becoming a professional. Is this possible? I think so. That too with the availability of AI to assist learning as well as data analytics that can make sense of the data we collect. When Google can increase revenue by analyzing and interpreting human behaviors, why not us to determine progression? The next two slides, I describe two discrete but connected learning activities that can be conducted in concordance and accordance to my principle. Simulation procedure assessment. Let's take the procedure or activity of cavity preparation for caries management as the interest of assessment. The simulation procedure will be accompanied by relevant theory questions on understanding, for example, what determines the extent of caries removal. The assessment of the procedure is done based on checklist or comparison with ideal. It can be done by AI or human, identifying areas of deficiency and feedback provided for improvement. A grade or score is given that contributes to overall progression. This grade can be improved when same or related activity is assessed again. Crossing of a threshold on a single attempt or consistently over few attempts can determine eligibility to progress. Here it can be to patient care. Clinical procedure assessment. Let's progress to clinical procedure and continue with the previous example of caries management. In this authentic context, a lot of opportunities occur for assessment. Separate procedures like caries removal, matrix placement, dam placement can be assessed individually or holistically as in patient management. The procedure done in the clinical session is assessed real time by AI and accompanied by assessment of the related theory and concepts. The theory questions can be customized and selected by student. For example, if the caries has damaged one wall, questions will be customized to that. The activity or procedure done in the clinical session is the unit of assessment. For example, if the procedure is related to caries management, the student types caries management as a main topic of assessment. This will list out all activities related under caries management, and that is in turn selected by the student in tandem with the procedure being performed. Each step of the activity is scanned and uploaded to the test and evaluated by the AI for grading. Feedback will be provided that is specific to the procedural components visualized by AI, or even human can assess it as is done traditionally practiced. Clinical supervisor is essential more for patient safety than assessments if AI with scanning is available. If significant assistance is taken by the student to manage the patient, this is taken into account to calculate grade and eligibility to progress. Similar to earlier simulation procedure, a grade is given and can determine progression or used as a data point. Assessment dashboard will provide information on the current status of learning and the activities to be completed. The dashboard will provide information at all levels from procedure, activity, year, course level, or for the full program. The dashboard also tells the time to complete the course or program based on the pace of the student or taking a standard average. It also suggests activities based on the strength of the student or suggests remediation activities of student to attain the recommended pace and result. Possibilities are endless as opportunities exist and are created. Just need imagination. To convert imagination to reality, need feedback and your conversation. Join the discussion and challenge so we innovate together. Connect with me on LinkedIn and message me. Thank you.